And like I said, the bigger we get, we got more people coming at us. People are going to try to do bad things to us no matter what because they don't want us to succeed.
Is we grew up so fast that we got so much attention, and you're not allowed to, in the corrupted market, you're not allowed to grow fast. You're not allowed to pop out of nowhere and help people change their life. You're not allowed to do that.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way. I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you're all having a fabulous, amazing day. It's kind of a weird day. It's a day that I don't normally stream, and I did have to move the stream a little bit. I apologize. Something came up, but I am here now. It is Sunday, and it is Marty's birthday weekend. I believe his birthday is today, so everyone wish Marty DeGarmo a happy birthday. And in today's webinar that Marty and Chris do every day, Ash Mufareh made an appearance. Now, I did think that there would be a message in the back office by now telling everyone that there was an update because this happened at like 9 a.m. Slept in a little bit today, it's Sunday. So I was expecting there to be a message in the back office letting everyone know that there was a big update on Marty and Chris's channel today. But no, it's still the message from New Year's. So there's that. Today, Marty decided to do illegal income claims for Uganda. So that was wonderful. I'll be dealing with that later on. And today's webinar was a little bit different. So since it's Marty's birthday, it was Marty, Chris, of course, and they had Collins Manna on. They kind of did their typical webinar stuff, you know, like, oh, the technology is going to be great. Ash is great. Things are coming. And then when Ash came on, things got a little weird. All right, they got weird. Bummer about the carnivore diet. No cake. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a back office message saying happy birthday to Marty. I was honestly expecting that. I was like, oh, Ash showed up. It's Marty's birthday. There's probably going to be a new bulletin in the back office. All like, happy birthday to Marty. Also, everyone go check out this stream. No. So I don't know. It might still show up by the end of the day. Sometimes they don't update them until like the middle of the night for me. It'll be like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. when they're doing the update. So it could still happen. You know, the day's still young-ish. So maybe by like the end of the night, there will be one. But, you know, they were doing their normal stream. And I guess it was a surprise for Marty that Ash showed up.
That changed the world, without a doubt. And you can look at all the knockdowns. What?
Surprise! Look who came on today. Couldn't believe it.
He's been here for 20 minutes.
This made me laugh, right? Do you think he means Collins?
Really? I didn't see him.
He's right there, Collins, Duke.
Oh, no. I got another surprise for you. That was the first surprise. Come on. Probably doesn't know how to do it. Hold on.
No, he doesn't know how to do it.
Hold on. I'm going to turn him on. Don't worry, brother. Here you go.
And I was kind of like, come on, Marty. Come on. I'm surprised. I felt like Ash wasn't going to show up. But, you know, Marty's birthday, we should have known he would come.
Come.
Dumbass.
There you are.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wow. Again.
Surprise.
Again.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Listen, last night was plenty, sir. I mean, I know you're busy. I'm really surprised. I didn't know you were coming. I got another special guest. Collins came too. What the heck?
Hello, Ash.
Hello,
Surprise.
my brother Chris and the president.
Collins is like starstruck. He's like, hello, Ash. Oh my God, he's here. I'm on the same webinar as him. It's really weird. It's like you've been on the same webinar with him and met him many times on screen.
President. It's a very special day in America, actually. So
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing.
should be a national holiday.
Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I should get paid for it.
Of course, you know, Ash isn't about the money. No? Ash isn't about the money, but he makes jokes about how he should get paid for the idea of national holidays to celebrate Marty's birthday. Hello, good to see you. Happy birthday to you, Marty, sir. Yes, everyone wish Marty a happy birthday.
Yes, you should.
It's my idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's bizarre. Like Jelly says, the way Ash jokes about getting paid is so weird, and he does it often with a lot of things. So I was kind of like, oh, yeah, no, that's an interesting comment you made, that you should get paid for coming up with a national holiday. I don't think that's how national holidays work. I don't know. Maybe the U.S. is different, but that's not how it works here. That's for sure. So I was kind of like, all right, Ash. It's like he just wants to talk about how he should get paid. You know, I'm live right now, Mr. Level. This was live earlier this morning at 9 a.m. when they usually go live. Poor old Ash desperately clinging on to that hairline for dear life. Right. And I also like how when the OFounders post him up, they also add hair. on his head in all of the pictures. Even they're like, Ash is going bald. We need to give him hair. So that was an interesting way for them to start the meeting with Ash. Now, after that, what happened is Marty started to bring his grandchildren on. Marty has a beautiful, beautiful family. However, if you know me well, you know that I don't like to put other people's children on my channel. I think that, you know, if a parent wants to put their child on their channel, they're the parent, they can choose to do that. But it is not up to me to then go and blast that child on my channel. I wish more content creators out here would follow my lead and stop putting minor children on their channel, but I can't make all of them do that. I can only control myself. So what I have done is I have cut out all of the part where Marty's grandchildren are on the screen. He brings up each one to kind of come and say hello. And, you know, they joke around a little bit. It's cute and everything. And if you want to watch that part, you can head on over to Marty or Chris's or one of the many on passive channels that spams out the exact same live stream that they do every day, just constantly. And you can go check it out. What I did do, though, is I did clip the part with Dawn. Dawn, Marty's wife, came on. And one of the grandkids is kind of sitting on the couch for part of it. I tried to like blur it. I tried to do, but if I do that, it's going to take away from the video. You won't be able to see Dawn properly. And I know a lot of you are kind of curious about Dawn. For those that don't know, Marty uses Dawn's ID in MLMs. He does not sign up for On Passive as Marty DeGarmo. He has signed up for On Passive as Dawn DeGarmo. So because of this, people are always kind of curious about who she is and what she's all about. So I thought that that would be important to show you today, along with some comments that were made at the end that I just think we need to take a moment to also talk about. Hello, Mark B. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I called this clip Till the Break of Dawn.
I don't want to send anybody anything.
You see the balloon? Look, Ash's wife got Marty balloons, but she didn't get him no balloons.
I'm jealous because I don't get that treatment.
Yeah, so I guess Ash's wife went and got balloons and brought them home, but they're like for Marty, so that's fun.
Hey.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Don, I want you to give us, before you go, don't go yet.
Don't got me.
Flowers.
Wow.
That's nice.
Don, I want you to give us something funny.
You get everything. You get Don, you get flowers, balloons, everything.
Clean and ethical. We're on air, Don. Give us something funny about Marty that just makes your whole day, every day.
Clean.
Clean.
Oh, I don't know. I have to think. It's hard to think on the moment.
Yeah. Spontaneous, yeah.
I kind of like her better. Can we trade Marty in for her? I'm just wondering.
Oh.
Yeah, no pressure, no worries.
I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. I was having a meltdown yesterday, so my mind's not so clear. I can't think of anything offhand.
What's
something
the most,
to roast you with?
Don, what is the most favorite thing that you love to do for Marty every single day?
I think it's funny that they're like, Dawn, let's talk about Marty and why you like to be married to him and let's joke about him. And she's like, oh, I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, I guess. And then Chris is trying to like get her to say something nice.
The most.
Here, do this because he's normal for yelling at you or Jacob saying, shut up. Tell him, Marty, shut up. I got the floor now. Tell him that.
I'm the boss.
That's right.
I was trying to keep that a secret.
I did kind of appreciate Chris doing that. I was kind of like, oh, yeah, you know, that's right. Tell Marty to shut up. Shush him. Shush him like he does to the kids when he's streaming. So, you know, maybe Chris also doesn't really like watching that.
I wear the pants. No, I'm just kidding.
It seems like you do, Dawn.
Gosh, you have these things so big.
See, Don, you are the one that runs your entire household. It seems like he doesn't do much. He can't even wipe your grandson's bum. He has to ask him to go and get his own wipes and bring them over. And he goes, oh, you need something to wipe with. That was in a recent stream from this past week. And his grandson's like, yeah, I need something to wipe. And you go get wipes. And he's telling everyone this story about how he just sat in the chair and his grandson came in with poop all over his bum. And he made his grandson go and get the wipes for him. And it was like, what do you mean? He came up to you with a poopy bum and you're like, okay, but you'll have to go get, does he have to get the wipes? Why can't get off your ass and go get the wipes? You know? Don runs that household. Well, he just kind of does on passive all day. Hello, Sam. Good to see you. Thomas says, happy birthday to Ash. Fuck Marty. We're going to celebrate Ash's birthday again. What happened to Marty? I know. He came into his true form.
I don't settle my head. I have to hold him.
Come on, give us one nice thing about how much you really love this guy, because we always hear the funny stuff.
He always solves my problems.
There you
I'll
go.
have a meltdown and he's very compassionate and it's like, it's not that bad. This is what we'll do.
That's a great answer.
Yeah, Chris.
Or
I
I
knew
just
you
say,
were
I
gonna-
gotta, or I'll just say, I gotta, like yesterday, I was like, I gotta go. I need some things from Walmart. I'm just going. I gotta get out of here for a while. Those kids nonstop, the two younger ones, JJ and Jacob, fought all day long, just constant, one right after the other. It's like, that's it. I'm gonna put you on timeout. I'm
Brotherly
taking the
love.
tablets. I'm done with this. They just kept antagonizing each other, you know?
That's what those
So
kids
the best thing about Chris is he's a problem solver. You're saying, right?
Yeah.
Marty,
We
Marty.
all-
Marty.
No. It's come on, man. Bye.
Really, Ash? Really? Really? I mean, come on, man.
Get
Yeah,
me
that's
off your
what-
mind, Ash.
That is Dawn. Yes. For all of those that are just coming in, this is Dawn. This is Dawn. I know. Very surprising. She's an attractive woman. She has a decent personality. I know what you're thinking. You're going, oh, wow. That woman's with Marty? I know. I've said it before. Because I have seen pictures and I was like, you guys will be surprised if you ever do see Dawn. She's nothing like you would think, I'm sure. I'm sure, you know? Is that the real Dawn? It is. It is in the flesh. She's smart enough to not use the smelly chair. I bet you she like never sits there. I mean, she can't. Marty never gets out of it. Hello, Angel. Good to see you. It's nice seeing Dawn. She's already more charismatic than Marty. I know. I was like, can we trade them? And like maybe she do the webinars instead. I think I would like her better. I'm just saying. Just saying. You know? She does not look like the battle axe that I expected. I know. Marty sure married out of his league. He did. I think he knows it. I expected the woman who sings at the end of the opera. I know. I'm sure a lot of you did. And I have often told you you'd be surprised if Dawn ever comes out. You'd be like, oh, wow. Okay. No, she's completely normal. Completely normal. Seems like a decent person. I don't have issues with Dawn. I rather enjoyed this. It's kind of nice to not have to look at Marty for a bit.
That's why we love him. Yeah. Have you ever thought to move to Michigan?
I do like snow.
You
And
imagine?
that's the thing. Like, she doesn't seem bitter. She doesn't seem angry about it. Like, she seems pretty cool. The grandkids are all very, very well-mannered kids. She was asking one of them to read the balloons. And he was like my daughter's age about. And I was like, he knows how to read those words, Ash. Like, don't you have children? Like, you should know that this kid at this age would know how to read the damn balloons that say it's your day. Like, you know, that was a little weird. But she seems happy. you know? She deserves better. Agreed. Dawn makes me want to buy a position for 97 cents. A battle axe or battle chainsaw? Thomas asking the important questions. She has little ones to take care of. They help her cope with Marty. I'm sure that she mainly concentrates on that. I mean, she would have to. Doesn't look like he does much. And he's even said he does it. So we're not really even guessing. Like, he has literally said, I don't do anything with the kids. It's all Dawn. When he was getting custody of the fourth grandchild, he said, everyone pray for Dawn. I don't do anything. He says it all the time. And with the amount of times he's on webinars all day and allegedly making videos until 4 a.m, you know, it's like, obviously she would have to do a lot of it. A lot of it. Is it possible I need Ash's phone number? I don't have Ash's phone number. And even if I did, I wouldn't give it out. I'm not about giving out personal information. And also, getting a hold of Ash isn't going to do anything. The commissions that are owed to OFounders right now are owed by Muhammad Kamal, not Ash. And so there wouldn't be much point. Wouldn't be much point. I guess she put NyQuil in all the kids' sippy cups instead of leaving Marty in charge of them, right? Blah, that's gross. It is. It is. It might honestly be safer to tranquilize them. She's a saint. She is. We stand Dawn here, okay? We are not here to make fun of Dawn.
In our coffees in the morning in Michigan, Don. Ooh,
Yeah, I know. He couldn't handle it. We would have him having a meltdown.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, Kamal went to Egypt. Apparently with Dr. Susan, too.
yeah, we would do that. We're going to take the magic bus ride someday, just me, you, and Marty. And he's sitting in the back. Remember that.
Which is weird because, like, if you go and look at Dr. Susan or Professor Susan, she's a professor. They keep calling her doctor, though. She's, like, taken, like, on passive, like, right off of her LinkedIn and everything. So I'm like, okay.
That's it.
What a special treat for
Cat-
you today.
You're the captain, I'm the co-captain, and he's just a peon in the back. Just you watch the kids, and we're going.
Right? It's like, well, it'd be about time that he watches the kids.
I love that. I love that. Go ahead, Ash.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But you take care. You're,
All right.
you're the best dog.
You too. Thank you so much.
Bye, Donnie.
Oh, I was gonna verify. Is it really August 5th?
Oh, wait a minute. He wants to know. Say this out loud because I want to be right at least once.
Show him your nice, pretty.
Don't say that
I'm not
again.
saying that word.
Come here.
Soft hands. And he gets all, no, don't say that.
Come here for a
Look,
minute.
look, look, no calluses. Just on the one finger just this finger because it's the mouse.
Look, I didn't want you to come on now. I wish you didn't. Tell them, when is your birthday? Say it. There's a microphone.
Why?
Because I'm always wrong. I'm not wrong. Tell them what it is.
August 5th.
Right? 1963.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I told him when to.
Like, okay, but why are they joking that you don't know her birthday? Did you forget her birthday once? How do you forget your wife's birthday?
And we were married. Oh my God. We were married. 1980, July 26th. Say yes.
Yes.
All right.
Now
Boom.
watch this.
Now you got
Took her 17 years to find you.
No, she was 16. Just kidding.
Still as beautiful. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yesterday she didn't look beautiful.
What a beautiful
Yesterday she was like, woo, yeah.
Okay. I know this maybe doesn't seem like a big deal. But Ash is from Palestine. On Fusion T is from Palestine. And Marty's making jokes about how he married his wife when she was 16, which some people might say at that time was completely normal. Most of us would be like, no, it's never been normal for you to be in your 20s and marry a teenager. But, there are people out here that will say things like that. It's just not a good joke to me for any reason. For the PDF reasons, but then also it's not a great joke to make because you see, child marriage is actually a thing in Palestine. The legal marriage age has been 15 years for both males and females for many years. In the period between 1995 to 2019, around 200,000 children have been married. In accordance with Article 5 of the Personal Status Law of 1976, and over 95% of marriages were of minor girls. I'm not talking about 1950. I'm talking about 1995 to 2019. 2 years after the adoption of the law by decree number 21 of 2019, amending the legislations regulating personal status by raising the legal marriage age to 18 in Article 2. Over 10,000 children under the legal marriage age have been married in the period between 2020 to 2021. A few years ago, still happening. In accordance with exceptions allowed by the law by decree, the marriage of minors continued in 2021 at an accelerated rate, and the number of cases increased from 5,102 minors being married under the age of 18 in 2020, a lot of them being like 15, to 5,384 in 2021. And I know that the commentary community and Keemstar seem to think it's okay when you're in your 20s and you marry a 15-year-old, but some of us really do not support the whole child bride thing around here. Because this also happens in America. It's not just in these other places. But in Palestine, there are still many child marriages. And the issue is, in places like this, women are seen as property. They do not have rights. Girls do not have rights. They don't have the right to education. They don't have the right to anything that we have our rights to here. Okay? So it's a little bit iffy. So forgive me if when I see them joking around about marrying 16-year-olds, and then Ash is like, oh yeah, no, that's beautiful, that's fine. When I'm like, no, it's not. Let's not support marrying under the age of 18, no matter where you are. I don't care if you're in Utah and you're Mormon and your daddy set it up for you. It's still disgusting. And whoever is marrying you under the age of 18 is suspicious at the very least. And maybe we should all be doing more to stop that kind of thing from happening, because it's not just in Palestine. This happens in the USA, just as it does in Canada. There are still things where children get, sold off. Child trafficking. This is very big still. And so I just think maybe don't joke at all about it. Might be a good thing. Not really sure how to take it fully. It's always interesting.
That was a good gift for everybody. Yeah. Aside from you on your birthday. Wow.
Yeah.
To have a piece of her.
Because she's not really comfortable talking. Although if she was on longer, I would be kicked out of my chair. You know what I mean? It would.
Can we?
Because it's in me once a year. Hey, real quick, come here. Hey, Bulldozer, come here.
I don't like this. Hey, you, come here.
Come here and say hi.
So then again, more children came up. I was not having that on, but after they were done, after Marty was done parading around his family for everyone to gawk at, and apparently to celebrate his birthday in some way, Ash did do an update. And I'm putting the word update in quotations because, allegedly they had some hangout last night, and I tried to like see if it was live. I can't find it, at least not yet. So it might have been like a private little meeting that they all had, where Ash also made an appearance and gave this update. But like I said, it sounded like it was private because he was like, then I thought I would come on today. You'll hear it, to like update and tell you all. And I was like, oh, okay. So the public doesn't know what you said last night. Cool. So this is what he had to say as his update today.
You've seen them all. You got something to tell me?
Tell Chris
Tell Chris.
that later on,
Hold on a
if
minute.
you open your birthday present,
Yeah.
the rest of your birthday, you make sure that he sees it. You have to show it to him.
It better not be those underwears we talked about, Don. I don't want to see them.
He said it better not be the underwear we were talking about. Freaking idiot. No, okay. Is it something that's going to, well, it doesn't matter. Does
Did
it?
you say thong, Marty? Did she say thong? I don't want to see those.
Did you say thong? You imagine my big ass in a thong. I'm still alive. You got to be careful.
I do think it's really weird to be like making jokes about thongs and then to be like, okay, so now I'm going to give you a business update. Like, but whatever. Have fun on your birthday.
All right. Now she's crying, laughing. What did you say?
We'll put your hair in a ponytail. We'll put a thong on. You could be a sumo wrestler.
Yeah. That I can wrestle. Oh, I better stop. All right. Anyway, this did not turn out what I thought. But thank you.
YouTube is not going to just demonetize. Probably going to bomb your home.
Oh my God, 2,400 people. 2,400 people on.
That's amazing.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see your comment, Gogo. Gogo says, my mom had 4 kids, but she was young. Dawn must be exhausted a bunch. I wouldn't be able to have 4 kids. All right. I have 1 kid and I'm exhausted, but it does suck. She is supposed to be enjoying like retirement. All of her kids have moved out, so it might be good for the empty nest syndrome, but she would be exhausted. It gets harder to deal with the older you are.
Thanks everybody. That was a lot of
Since
fun.
everybody's here, we would like to just to let everybody know we
Joe says, happy birthday to Marty. You don't deserve a party. You are a big scumbag and your chair smells real farty. Right?
we were here last night in a smaller group and we said something and I'm told that I should repeat it. So more people can listen to the same message. So my brothers were there with us last night, roughly 12, 13 hours ago. Yeah, actually 11 hours ago. And we talk about, us not going anywhere. The business is here. We have faced challenges, but they're not going to stop us in any way. There have been attempts, okay, I'm sure you know some of them, to bring us down on a personal level, on the business.
Is that me? Are you talking about me? I'm just wondering. I like it when people talk about me in this way. That awful YouTube channel tried to stop my scam. I'm like, yeah, bitch about me more. Tell everyone I'm trying to stop your scam. Damn me. Will this be about the evil people who took control of the company from a control freak like Ash? I know, right? I'm like, I don't know how anyone could have. And that's also why I'm like, it would have fallen back on Ash. Like, Ash decided to put stuff in Muhammad Kamal's name and give him the responsibility of doing things. And then he's like mad now that Muhammad Kamal allegedly had control over Park. And this is just based on what he's been like saying over I guess it would have been back in October and before that about this, right? But it's like, okay, but you're the one that put him there. And like, it's not like he signed this stuff behind your back. Like, I don't understand, It's like that would still be your fault then as owner and CEO. It kind of all falls back on you, right? As the owner and also the CEO, you kind of are supposed to take the responsibility and the fall for that. But this man couldn't take accountability anytime for even the smallest thing. Who hasn't heard that story by now? It's almost like Marty's story. No, it's like every time that Ash comes up, we're gonna just hear about that. It'll be his version of Marty's story, the evil people. But again, there's about 18 minutes of this, maybe almost 15 minutes of that is sort of an update. Count how many times they say on passive.
Level. And no wonder why. I was watching, just a side note about Uganda, the biggest revenue generator in a country like Uganda is, if you look at it, which is gold, okay, 2.2 billion. When some companies, some big tech, and that is equivalent to an entire economy, a whole country. It brings the theory that there's absolutely no shortage of wealth or resources and abundance on the planet. Is definitely there's some unfairness in the distribution, and I'm pro working hard or providing a value to earn your living. Absolutely, I'm not with the theory of free lunch and giveaways, all of that. It will make it meaningless. Perhaps there are so many viable solutions in today's age and times
Good to
that we
see
can
you,
provide to
Ella.
our humanity.
We were all excited because we found out on Friday that you're the one that was editing the Wikipedia. And I was sitting here talking about how I was having a great time over the past few years, watching as someone kept trying to add the SEC into the Wikipedia and people kept erasing it out of there. And then it would like show back up and disappear. And Mark was like, that was Ella. That was Ella doing it. And I was like, that's fucking awesome. I was like, I liked Ella before she ever showed up here. But yeah, I agree. Like, he doesn't look tired. He doesn't look overworked. His hair's still falling out, as we've already pointed out. But, you know, like, his skin color is normal for him. You know, he's a little flushed, probably from extra sleep, if anything. So that's how I get when I have a good night's sleep, you know, when you're all like fucking out of sleep and you're like pale and you got dark circles under your eyes. You know, like we've seen Chris and Marty show up looking like that, but Ash doesn't look like that, you know? You know? Yes, that was me, Queen. I believe you, and I love it. Pretty sure no one but Ash can approve spending money on the Burj Khalifa ads and ads on every screen in Dubai or buying the naming rights to it. Well, see, that's the thing. Ash would have had to have signed off on all this. So even if like Mohammed Nazal was like, I'm going to go do my own thing and like do all these crazy ads, like he's trying to make it seem, it's like, okay, but he couldn't have just gone and done that without your approval. So, like, again, you had the chance at that time to be like, no, we're not doing that and not approve it. And you didn't. It still falls back on him. He'd have to approve any move that any of them made. Like, it. So I don't know. I don't know. It's like they don't clue into that, though. Hello, Scam Chan. Show up no money, Ash. Yep. Here's Ash giving a new shiny object to distract them from the truth. This time, it's Uganda. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Woohoo! Thank you, Ash, for appearing. That's all you have to do now, buddy. You just got to show up, like, you know, once a month. Just be like, yeah, those awful people trying to take us down. Everything's moving smoothly. And they'll praise you forever. They'll just keep waiting around.
I'm not saying that we don't need to do anything, but it is a lot easier than before. We're talking about 2025 now, moving forward. Technologies, the internet, the power of AI, all of those incredible, powers we have nowadays, they definitely can make our life easier. We've lived that. We can operate, we can provide value from practically anywhere. We don't need to be attached or glued in a certain location.
Huh?
And that's been
Like, that's not what the problem was. But okay. Yeah, the problem was that you were only glued and attached to
Said there
one area.
are solutions. There's a problem in resisting those because it is apparent that it is obvious that most economies all over the world, they have some monopoly, like to the elite, or there's a segment in society always that preserves more wealth than the rest of the population for some reason. And whenever there's an
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay. we have to be sort of fair. Are there people, especially in like the US and Canada, Americas, that maybe have a lot of money and you're like, oh Lord, this person was just born into money. They didn't do anything for it. Yeah. But in all those cases, it's usually a family member, a parent, a grandparent, a great grandparent, and they did do something for that money. Right? Like, I don't know. First example that pops into my head when I'm thinking of people with lots of money and that everyone would be like, why is this bitch even famous? Paris Hilton. Okay, she's the Hilton chain, right? And she eventually grew up, and then she took over the Paris Hilton and had her own businesses. But while she was like growing up and she was partying and in her teens and kind of like early 20s and just being a normal person, by the way, we all go through that stage in life. I don't know why people act like it's insane or something when a 20-year-old wants to go out to a bar. It's like, I'm sorry you didn't have any friends at that age and you never went out. Like, you know, but people would always be like, oh, she's just famous for the sex tape. And it's like, yeah, that you know, that was more Kim Kardashian. But yeah. That happened too. But it's like she had money from her grandparents starting the hotel chain. So it's like they did do a lot of work to make that hotel chain. So when you say like, oh, there's places out here where the majority of people kind of have all the money, it's true. But in most of these cases, the people that have money have it for a reason. You may think it's a stupid reason. Like some people are like, I don't know why those guys in the NFL get paid so much. And people in Hollywood, you know, it should be blue collar workers that get that. And hey, I might agree with that 100%. But it's like you can't just, the way that Ash does it, it's like everyone's in communism. And there's like a bunch of elite people that came in and stole all the money. And now they're just all sitting with it. And it's like, yeah, capitalism has created a bunch of people that are elite and that are super rich. And they have a lot of the power and the control. But it's not in the way that Ash seems to think it is. And it's like, in order to take back the wealth from these people, you would essentially then have to rob them. Like you can't just go taking their money and be like, you now owe it to the country because you're all really rich, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not really how it works. And technology is not going to fix it. Your idea, Ash, that you're going to come in with some technology products and that the business is going to blow up and everyone's going to want to buy them, and then that's going to somehow put you up in the same category as the powerful and elite, as you would consider like Elon Musk to be someone that you really seem to look up to. You've brought him up 500 times. So do Chris and Marty. So it's like, if you want to be sitting at the same table as him, that's not what's going to do it. And it's not like then you'll be able to have a meeting with all these people and you'll explain to them that instead of them all having riches, they should just put it back into the country. Like And then you think they're going to be like, oh, that's a great idea. I'll just give you all my money. And then you can distribute it to the people via the OFounders. And it's like, that's not a thing. Like, do you think you're going to come up in here and be some kind of dictatorship all of a sudden? And you're going to start ensuring that everyone has equal money? How? Like, it's like, that's actually what you think is going to happen in future. And it blows my mind. Like, you'll even be like, oh, I'm going to get all the government connections. And then we'll make it so that the world doesn't run on money. And I'm like, good luck with that. Especially you, no offense, but you're not the one. Okay? You're not the one. Ash has attained wealth from the founders. Exactly. He hasn't gotten anything because of something he's provided. All right? You look at a lot of the people that have all of the money in the U.S., since that's where they all are, pretty much in the U.S. Collins is in the UK. The rest of them are in the U.S., though. It's like they have their money because they run companies. They invest. They do things. But most of them, especially, like the CEO, business owner ones, right? They have a company with products. So they're making a profit with their company. Ash hasn't even gotten there yet. He hasn't made $1 from selling a product. Like having the O Connect for the OFounders does not count on the books as really a sale because the company wasn't open to the public. Until this thing's open to the public and someone off the street could come across them and purchase something, it's not even really a fucking business yet. It's just this weird echo chamber pyramid scheme thing where they keep giving Ash money and then he keeps pocketing it. Like, that's all it would be then. Like, he has such a weird view of the world and how it works and how he's going to be the one to fix it. And it really bothers me because it's like, none of it is based on any kind of reality. Like, it's not based on how the world is. It's not based on how the economy works. It's not based on how a business works. It's not based on how a human works. Like, I'm just like, I don't, like, there's nothing. Like, it's completely delusional. The whole thing, every part of it. And I think it's like drives all of us a little nutty because we're sitting here and we all know that over here. We're like, this is insane. But then like all the OFounders are like, oh my God, we're going to save the whole world. And it's like, what do you mean? And then this is all he says. And you're like, how did you even get that from this? Like, you really have to think past Ash is my friend and he says do or die. I feel like they just think that and then they just don't think anymore.
A good idea or solution emerges. They fight it. They definitely want to put it down because it minimizes their massive wealth, but it certainly can make it a lot easier if they allow it for the rest of the population. I'm talking about it at a global scale.
Again, I don't know what he thinks he would be able to do or provide to anyone right now that would make them want to change their stance on anything other than the people he's already manipulated and indoctrinated into this thing. He's not doing good on having influence on people outside of it. That's why their numbers are going down, not up.
I believe we have something that it is at that level viable that can contribute to the betterment of our humanity in different sectors. I'm not just saying financial, gains, but education, communication, and saving time and efforts. Certainly, we could do that. But we've been fought in many ways from different dimensions. Clearly, because we have something. There's no other explanation to that. We have something that they believe it can take away from their wealth.
No, Ash. No. The big technology companies are not trying to stop you from making money with on passive. You're completely, they don't even know you exist. They don't know you exist. The SEC is after you for unregistered securities. All right? You didn't register anything to sell, and then you pocketed $108 million. Like, you can't just be like, give me money for nothing. So they were like, this is a fraudulent pyramid scheme. And you didn't register anything. And then they found out that you just pocketed all the money, didn't pay for anything for the business. And then they were like, and it's misappropriation of your funds. You know, like that's why you're having issues. Then you didn't pay your bills. Again, you, Ash, you didn't pay the bills. Nobody else in this thing is responsible for paying the fucking bills. You are. You didn't pay AWS. You didn't pay the rent on your buildings. You didn't pay your employees. So now you're in this position. You fucked with the merchant, so you can't get one of those. Like that, again, that's all you, Ash. You're acting like there's like this team of people out here that are sitting around, and every time you try to do something with this business, they go and have a meeting with Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, and they fucking use a Ouija board to talk to Steve Jobs, and they're like, we need to stop this man. And it's like, no, that's like, no one knows you exist. The hell?
So I don't think it's quite surprising, if you've been following our journey, that there have been some serious attempts to put us down, to diminish our effort to bring this to the world. And obviously, we're still here. We're not going anywhere. They're not going to succeed because we believe this is needed, and we have every right to bring it.
I hope so, Bob. I really do hope that the SEC is good. Right now, they're doing the discovery, and it's set for court April 6, 2026.
To the public, it is our property in a way, and proprietary, intellectual property as well. It is our effort. It is our heart and passion, and nobody should suppress that.
Right? Like, they're trying to stop us because they know we have something. You don't have anything. Like, you don't even have your old data. Like, you literally lost the products in June. All right? Everything went down. The data disappeared. You don't even have it. So what is there to be scared of? No offense, Ash, but like, you're not exactly a well-spoken wordsmith sort of dude where they would hear you speaking even about your future dreams and then go, oh God, this guy's really going to do what he says he's going to do. So like, there's no threat here for anyone. Not one person in the tech industry would be threatened by this man. Not one. Like, none. Nobody. Yet he seems to think he's like powerful or something. I should get the prize for greatest comedian of the year. He should. This stuff writes itself.
Oh, they still try, but I don't believe they are going to succeed. They have been trying harder than you can imagine. And I'm not talking about a specific source. I'm talking about multiple. And
source?
The truth is, they will not succeed. We will succeed. We will. I have my reasons. I have my evidences. Okay, we are not at fault in any way. We're not.
See, and it's funny because when he says things like this, it's like he's saying that all these big tech companies will not succeed in stopping him. But it's like, okay, they're not trying, as we just talked about, or he's implying that they won't succeed with their technology, but he will with his. And it's like, dude, there's already AI that works 10 times greater than whatever you're about to come up with. Like, we've seen what you've come up with in the past, okay? It won't be comparing. You had trouble going up against Zoo, and they were pretty new. So you want to go up against companies that have been working on AI for over 20 years, but he thinks AI was just invented like last year or something, and he's like ahead of the game. You're like, no, you don't have anything. All these other companies at least have something. Can't wait until the judge asks Ash to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Ash will give 3 different answers. Exactly. He needs to get himself together here, because they would just have to get him to talk for a while. And it would almost be like case closed. Like, they'd be like, Lord, this guy's a blubbering idiot. And he contradicts himself. Like, it's like, man, I say it all the time. I've never seen so much. This man just fucks up everything. Doesn't speak well. He's like the opposite of what you would consider to be a normal cult leader. Yet, he's almost gotten the most blind faith out of all the other cult leaders. Because all the other ones had to do something, provide something, show up in some way before they got a cult following. And this man, though, for some reason, like, he doesn't do anything. He just talks. And it's almost more horrifying. It really is.
Perfect. I want some regulated rules, to supervise and police, the say the internet space in a way. But perhaps what's happening now, it's like they're mixing up the good guys and bad guys in the same bucket, and it's unfair. So we're paying the price of somebody else's failure or envy in a way.
No.
That will go away.
No. You're paying the price for your failure, which is on passive, which you haven't even mentioned the company name once this whole time. They grew up so fast. When passive is doing great and everyone else is failing, don't believe your lying eyes, right? Right? I don't see Ash as part of the AI Oracle team Trump established. Where are you, Ash? And it's funny because there are OFounders that are claiming that all of the money going into AI has something to do with on passive. And I'm like, I assure you, not 1 cent of that will be going to on passive. On passive will not see a cent of it. And I almost wonder sometimes if Ash thinks that he will too. Like, it's like he really doesn't understand how all of this works with the government. Like, he doesn't understand that the government chooses to work with certain companies that are already well established and then funds them. That they have to prove that they're going to do what they say they're going to do before they get this funding. Like, there's a lot of things that go into that. Ash seems to think, I'll just show up, say I'm going to do some AI stuff, and then everyone will give me money. Because, like, the OFounders, that's what happened. And then it's almost like after it happened with them, he said, that's just how it works. Like, I don't know. He really doesn't even understand. And the fact that he doesn't understand how any of that works should prove to you that he's not going to be the one that then changes how everything works. You would have to understand it all in order to implement any change or have any influence on it whatsoever. And it's like, come on, guys, wake up. Don't you see it?
Because we're not going anywhere, and there is no plan B for us. Plan A, B, C until Z.
Well, that's awful
we
news.
are here to bring something good to our humanity.
Because usually good business owners have several different backup plans for if something doesn't work. They have meetings where they sit down and they talk about what could go wrong, and they come up with like the solutions in advance. You know, like if this happens, then we'll do this. But you know, Ash just has one plan to save the world.
We're committed. I don't want to change this day to a serious, topic or dialogue, but it's a very special day for all of us because it's our brother's, one of our best brothers' birthday. I thought I need to just give a reminder, sort of a gift to all of us. This pleases him, I know, because he cares, and we've said a little, never enough, about how important he is to this journey, and how incredible of a man at a personal level. We are fortunate to have him as a
Like, yes, Cam Chan, tell them that they'll be waiting a while.
brother, as more than a friend, of course. We got so close that we're blessed. This is worth more than the millions to us. We don't get to meet another person like him throughout our life, and he's inspired all of us positively all across the globe. Not forgetting any place.
Yes, he's talking about Marty here. Mm-hmm.
He's only made of love and heart, and there's nothing ever bad or negative, God forbid, that will come from him. Only good. I'm saying this clearly.
Ash, I've been sitting here for weeks gathering Marty's illegal income claims. He's done over 50 of them just since the start of December. So that's probably negative. That's probably not a good thing and not something that you should want in your business. All the other MLMs or businesses like yours, since you're not an MLM, have a compliance team for a reason, to protect the company from people doing things like making illegal income claims. I don't always agree with how they go about that, but it's better than not having one, because when and if, because I'm trying, Marty gets in trouble for these illegal income claims, they're actually going to come talk to you first because they're for your company. Okay, this is how this works. They're going to come to you first because they're going to figure, they got to figure out, is Marty just making these on his own and the company is not for that? Or is the company okay with these kinds of claims and they're the ones pushing the distributors to do it? Because if it's the company, they'll go after you. If the company has rules and regulations involved in their policy and affiliate agreements, and they have a compliance team that ensures that if someone makes an illegal income claim, they're told to delete it, not to do it anymore. And if it continues, then they'll lose their account, kind of thing. If you don't have all of that stuff, they blame you. If you do, then they blame Marty. Right now, Ash, you don't have all of that stuff. So every illegal income claim that Marty DeGarmo is making right now on his channel, which it's well over 50, headed toward 60, there's one made every day, Ash. It's every day, pretty much. There's been a day here or there where maybe he doesn't play a video, but it's pretty much every day. Every single one of those comes back on you right now. You're responsible for them. You already have the SEC knocking at your door for $108 million. And you and I both know that you have other things that are knocking at your door or are just about to. Do you really want the Federal Trade Commission to also show up and start knocking at your door? Because I'm all for it. I've already been reporting these to them, by the way. And I'm doing whatever I can, and I promise you I will do whatever I can. I don't care if I have to harass them with a letter every single day for the next 2 years, Ash. I am going to make sure that they get these reports of all of these illegal income claims because I've never seen one person make so many in such a short amount of time. All right. Every single time that Marty does a video, each video has about 20 claims in it. Again, Ash, there's one every day. I'm a really crazy autistic bitch, and I love watching these for fun. I have time-stamped every single statement that Marty says that could be construed as an illegal income claim as per the FTC. I'm sending them letters, time-stamped, with the claim, in quotes. Okay? I'm not just sending a link going, here's an illegal income claim video. All right? And I will ensure that they have every single one. So before you go saying that Marty's never done anything negative and he's great, and I know it's his birthday and all, you might want to actually wake up to that. Because he might add to this and you going down. I'm just saying. Like I said, you got enough people knocking or about to knock at your door right now. If I were you, I wouldn't want to add to that.
That you can count on him. He's as reliable as rock, as steel. The man is really real. Okay, so we're blessed. Again, we've said a little bit last night. We can never say enough, and I mean it. For that, I can say we love you. I don't want to say I love you only because I know we all share the same feeling. We love you. We admire you. We want the best for you. You don't look your age. Seriously, I mean it. Your heart is certainly not that way. And Jaden has a manner voice, like a more macho. Oh, my goodness, he's more man than voice wise.
This just in: toxic positivity and toxic masculinity always. If you don't have a voice like this, really manly, then you're not a real man. Get a lower voice. Get a lower voice, or else you're not a real man. All right, all the real men have really low voices and want to marry girls that are 16.
He doesn't sound 13 at all. No way. We're really grateful that you get to share your family, bring them to everybody's home, and give us a piece of them. It tells them you got nothing to hide.
Give us a piece of it? That was weird. Sorry.
Out there. We've seen your
and
grandchildren, obviously, your wife, and we know the details. Only a person has nothing but quite, genuinity and honesty that would share that. So back to the point, we're not going anywhere. We're here.
That's why Ash wants to take people away from their families with his cult, because he cares about families so much.
They're not going to bring us down. I said it before. I'll say it every time, forever. I only believe only God can put us down, and the signs and indications that God wants us to be there. So we have high conviction that this is not, rejected by God in a way. And I'm not.
That's kind of a crazy thing to say. That you have confirmation that God knows about on passive. It was already bad enough when you said that you were sent down by God to run on passive, and then used all that and said only God can stop on passive, and used that to claim to people that believe in God that they'd be going against God if they didn't join this thing. Now you're straight up saying we have confirmation that God knows about this and wants us to do this. And if you have confirmation that God is real, like, you're going to have to show all of us that. All right? There's a whole bunch of us that are atheists out here. Can you prove us wrong? You better be coming with the proof to the internet, sir. All right? Right? Like King says, God wants him to collect money from the poor and give it to himself. because he deserves it, since that's what he told the SEC. And they were like, why did you deposit $108 million into your wife's bank account? And he was like, that was a payment for me and my wife. I deserve this. So it was allowed. And it's so funny because they never read that part of the SEC stuff, eh? And they sit there going, Ash isn't about the money. Okay. You kind of already said he was, though. It's the O gospel. I'm just saying, the faith manipulation is so strong, but that's some big, bold statements you're making. I don't like it.
Preach in any spiritual way, so it's just my belief, and I should have the right to voice what I feel. So hang in there. We are only going to succeed and break.
You can voice how you feel, but then once you're using it to try to legitimize the scam you're running, that's when it's a problem. When you use it to manipulate people in your scam, it's a problem. And some would call you a false prophet for doing so.
Good stuff here. On that note,
I will.
I'm going to turn it back to the very
I'm one of
special person that we all admire. I think he's a twin to the DeGarmo. Brother Chris, take it back.
Well, thank you, Ash. Number one,
Chris is literally laughing so much he's crying, and I'm like, it hasn't been that funny. I promise. I watched the whole part with Ash on, and with the part with Marty's family and everything. It really wasn't that funny, Chris. You into the sauce again?
I appreciate what you did. I did ask this little favor, and you were more. He thought it was a roast, really. He said, "Oh, I got to get on this one." But I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate your integrity. If it wasn't for you and your vision, I would have never met these two guys on this camera.
Honesty and integrity, ain't that a joke?
For you, I got the pleasure of meeting you. I'll tell everyone right now, you are a sincere guy. You're a humbling guy. And I believe everything that you're doing is going to change everyone's lives.
Yeah, humble people say that God said them. God confirmed to me I am doing the right thing. Now, Haiti, pay me $97 US and $143 for a video conferencing app. I know that you probably don't have a phone, but do it anyway.
If they want it. I mean, that's the choice here. But for you to come on here today and blow our brother, the Prez, up makes my day. To put his whole family on there.
It's so relatable that Ash Mufareh, he shows up for Marty DeGarmo's birthday. Yep, that's what we're doing this for.
Show him that Marty DeGarmo's a real guy. There's nothing fake about him. He comes out with dirty diapers, and well, not on him, but on Jacob. And, no matter what, he's there 7 days a week.
Maybe if your kid has a dirty diaper, don't do a live stream. Change the kid's fucking diaper.
For all of us. But I do appreciate you and Collins coming on here. I loved the message that you just shared. I loved it last night. I hope everyone really hears that.
Did I miss something? What was the message? How was it different from New Year's Eve or October 3rd or any of the speeches we heard before that? It's been the same shit since about June of 2024, just over and over again. Oh, the awful people trying to stop us, but don't worry, they won't stop us. I've got this under control. We're all doing great. You just gotta wait. Lord.
The contempt in your voice, the look on your face when you say something like that. It's not just for this guy called Ash Mufareh. He has built this for all of us, and that's why I love it. No one else has ever done that. I've never seen anyone like that. So we appreciate you.
Nobody else has ever built a business that other people recruit people in order to sell products and make money. Not one other person has ever done that. And then claimed that their business was to empower women and save the world, for example. That's never been done. I know that there's millions of MLM companies out there, but just ignore them. They don't exist. Ash Mufareh is the only one that has ever done this.
we definitely appreciate DeGarmo. 65.
And again, Chris seems to think just because he hasn't seen it, that makes it not true. Even though he's a theist. I'm just saying. He's like, I don't know any that exist, therefore none must exist. It could still exist out there. Maybe you just haven't seen it. Maybe check before you go making these statements.
5 years old, that's old, man. But look at him, he's still kicking, and he pushes me to be better every day.
How many candles to blow? I mean,
He don't got the
better
wind. Well,
burn a tire or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot of wind in him, but I don't know if he can do the 65 candles. So Don will probably get the 6 and 5, the 2 candles. But we do appreciate him a lot, and everything everyone on this panel does every day. Like I said,
every time we learn something new from all of you. Collins is amazing, incredible. So committed. Just today, like it taught me so much about Uganda. I didn't know they're the second largest coffee producer in Africa. I thought Kenya would do. Ethiopia and Kenya, they're big. Eritrea even thought is ahead of Uganda. So let's make it a good quiz or for everybody to chime in. Which one is your favorite coffee from Africa? Ethiopian, Uganda, Kenya, or Eritrea?
Which is our favorite coffee?
Yeah, four countries in Africa. They're big.
Maxwell House. No, I'm just kidding.
So
That's
white.
garbage. No. I've never. I had coffee when I was in Russia one time. Very good. Now I don't know where it came from, but everything they did was homemade. I mean, like rip it off the tree. They made everything from scratch. Yeah, they had no stores.
I was gonna say, do you think that they know where the coffee comes from? Like, you do know that he uses Gemini, and then they spit out a document for him, and then he reads it. Like, he doesn't even do the real research. Although, as you guys are gonna see, he is literally trying to make it seem like he's doing more research now. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Got a little shop here and there. It was like going to 1941. No joke. Collins, you know better than me. Do you like coffee, Collins?
Yeah, 1941, back when times were great for me. Great times if you're a white straight male.
Yeah. We have a lot in Cameroon, and I've seen it. I've seen the processing of coffee. So one of my friends, dad has a very big coffee farm, and they used to harvest it, dry it, put it in the oven until sometimes I used to eat the coffee bean just to try it, test it. It's really bitter. And tea as well. So Cameroon has cocoa, coffee, and tea.
Wow. Yeah, that was the thing. That's my initial thing was, let's do something different and start showing. And then I thought, we need to show what they produce and what they export, because you're not going to get the news about a country from the news. All you're getting there is bad things.
Right now, we're talking about where coffee comes from. That's very important.
And I, believe it or not, and this is so cool, I'm learning. Like, I did it for let's help other people. I'm going, I didn't know that. Really, so much you learn.
It's an eye opener too. Like, wow, how it's a lot simpler. I don't want to say easier than they make it sound in general. Like, come on, look at this country. They could have a better, economy and finance. But
Ivory Coast is the.
Working on a video right now in which I'm going to explain why developing countries cannot actually benefit from an MLM, such as this one entering them and saying, oh, we're going to fix everything for you. All right. Again, Ash seems to think it does, but it's been proven that it actually harms those places a lot more. As you guys know, MLMs tend to take from areas, not give. I'd be so mad if I was a founder wanting a business update, but all Ash is doing in this rare experience is wasting time, right? We're going to talk more about coffee than we are about the business.
Is the highest producer of cocoa in Africa, Ivory Coast.
Cocoa or cacao?
Cocoa.
I think cocoa.
Cacao. I think some people call it cacao.
Cacao is, this is what they make the chocolate from, the original.
Yeah.
That's expensive,
Yeah, they produce it a lot. Yeah, the highest in Africa.
Yeah, but you
Where is
look
the
at
origin
that.
of coffee?
Oh, good question.
Where they discovered it?
Colombia.
Yeah.
It came out later. Yeah, this in Costa Rica now, and they make some good coffee because it sounds like high mountains grow better coffee for some reason, and I don't know about
Yeah.
the climate. Like perhaps the Blue Mountains in Jamaica, most expensive coffee on the planet.
I saw a special on it. That's where they take trips all the way up into the mountain, a certain farm.
It's
Oh
limited.
yeah, it's limited. That's exactly right.
Doesn't blow my mind, but also Asia, like Sumatra. Okay, so they grow some, and Brazil is a massive producer of coffee. Not a fan, taste wise. Just being frank.
Somebody said Rwanda.
I like Guatemalan and Cuban, Costa Rican more than Brazilian.
You like that strong coffee. That's why.
Yeah.
Now he knows where his coffee comes from
strong
either.
is the least you roast it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
The more caffeine you
Did they misspell heroes? I'm not surprised. It wouldn't be the first time.
reserve on it. The more
Yeah.
you burn it.
Yeah.
So the darker the coffee, the less caffeine it has.
Yeah.
So medium is good for me.
Yeah, me too. Medium. Well, like, I don't have expensive coffee.
You like that Copa coffee, whatever you call it.
Which one?
Marty, that Copa coffee that comes out of
Copa.
the animal, it eats it and then it defecates and then it out of it.
Yeah.
Marty,
I've seen that. Yeah.
Copa something. Lakia, what's that called?
Yeah, I think that's very. I think that coffee is very expensive. I read it and they said when the monkey eat it and defecate it,
Yes.
then they use the coffee bean and then produce it. It's more expensive.
Yeah. Most people,
I don't know why. Is it the fermentation process? I don't really get it.
Well, I'll settle. I'll settle for a little less quality. I'm not drinking coffee from a monkey's boom boom or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I guess I'll wrap this up. We've been on here an hour.
Okay then.
Ask.
Happy birthday,
Unbelievable.
brother. You
Thank you
deserve
so
it. Enjoy
much.
your day. Just shut down everything and go cuddle and have fun.
Yeah, spoon. Yeah. Hey, watch this response. Dawn, how about me and you spoon later? Why do you have that look? You know what that means, right? Guys, you got to see her face.
Oh my God. You're killing me.
Now the kids are debating. What is spoon, Mimi? I'm just kidding. I'm getting an awful look.
Don't look it up. It gets graphical. Yeah. So
Yeah. Vietnam is the largest producer of instant coffee.
instant coffee. Okay. Don't do that. Anything. Yeah.
it's
instant-
Australia.
Right.
Today, Marty, you also celebrate your birthday. Australia.
Oh, that's funny. It's not a monkey. It's actually another animal. It's known as civet. How do you say this? I'm gonna butcher it. I don't know anything about this. But yeah, that's the kind they're talking about. Coffee, they said, right? They did say that. As you can see, it's even referred to as that. So you're right. I thank you, Angel. Marty nodding like he knew that, but I didn't know that. But I only started drinking coffee last, really in my 30s, more. So I'm still kind of new to coffee, and I get the instant kind, all right? Because I'm not big on the taste. So I don't know. This is weird, though. So why would they say it came out? I don't know. From a monkey. I don't know. I don't know. That's bizarre that he would know that, Collins, though. I was in Iraq with the British Army. They love instant coffee. I was shocked. Yeah. Instant coffee is great. It's great. Unpassive coffee tastes like shit. It was ground 6 years ago. Right? But if you're going to talk about it, at least know about it. It's a cat. It's a cat. And so, yeah. That's interesting. We learned something here today.
Today's Australia Day too, so you got.
Well, I named it.
India, Australia.
Yeah.
I named it that a few years ago.
The coffee is straight from Ash. He's a pussy.
Yeah, I didn't know.
You drink Australian Aussie coffee, you bounce like a kangaroo.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
See, okay, here's the thing. some people might find that insulting. You're lucky because Australians could take it. And they'll probably be like, okay, dude, but you look like a baboon. You know, like they would just hit you back with something. But like you have to be careful making certain jokes about certain countries. All right. When you have a whole global audience and you claim to be in over 2,000 countries, you know, maybe just, again, careful of what kind of jokes and stuff you make. You're being very insensitive. Everyone says the On Passive coffee is the best they've ever had, but no one has ever tasted it in 6 years.
Narelle must drink a lot of coffee.
Oh, Narelle's got it intravenous in her arms, I think. Anyway,
where was the coffee originated? Did we skip that?
Then tell us the answer.
Yemen.
Oh, Yemen.
Wow. Are
That's
you
why they call
serious?
it Arabica. Yeah, coffee.
Really?
Yeah,
Arabic coffee, yeah.
it was in Yemen first time.
Colin, shut up. You don't know
So
shit.
anytime you get a chance to drink Arabic coffee, Yemeni coffee,
Collins, you're like one of those people that don't know things, but you pretend that you know about them. So you'll like be like, oh yeah, I know all about that. It's like this. And then you talk bullshit. And then we look it up and we find out that you have no clue. You said it came from monkeys. So like, just no, be quiet. I can't even listen to you anymore about anything. I already didn't listen to you about tech, but now I'm like, we can't trust anything this man says or claims to know. You know? It's like, Lord. Ash is as rude as a threat. You know that the blackest coffee comes from the country with the blackest women. Now, I'm surprised he didn't say that. And that's you making reference to his comment to somebody that, are you the blackest person in your whole country? You must be the blackest woman in your whole country. I was like, oh my God, Ash, you're a fucking idiot. Like, On Passive Restaurant has the best ingredients. That's right. They have the best ingredients because you can have whatever you want.
You can get anything that you want at Ash Mufareh's Restaurant.
Yep. There was a show. You know, I tell you, they watched the movie The Bucket List because they talk so much about that coffee in that movie. One guy was drinking it on his bucket list, but he doesn't know about the cat part while the other guy knows about it. Oh, that could be it. That could be it. That's probably it. I don't know that movie. I think I saw it a while ago. I don't remember it at all.
is the peak of the quality. Chris, go to
I'm awful. I can watch a whole movie and then like 3 weeks later watch it again and be like, I don't remember like most of this.
Kahwa House in
Michigan.
yeah, Dearborn.
It's called
Kahwa House. Kahwa, which
Kahwa,
okay,
They
house.
got Yemen coffee?
Okay.
The original. They like no middleman. They have their own farms. They bring it there. They got a couple locations in Chicago and Queen,
I'll have to try that out.
Brooklyn. So many options. They're delicious.
Geez, you would think that Ash was about to release a bunch of coffee for sale. We've talked more about coffee than the tech. Yeah, don't go looking at the origins of your favorite food ingredients. You might be surprised at what you find.
It has a different kick, different taste. I would love to take you there. Yeah, we're gonna get so hyper.
Well, we have to wait till it's 90 degrees because we know you ain't coming here now.
Field trip! All aboard! Cruising down Main Street. No.
No way.
That was the fastest trip he ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a U-turn.
He said, hey, Chris, I'll see you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ash.
Thank you.
Again, thank you, Wait for the
Very
balloons. I
special
haven't
day.
had balloons.
Thank you. God
Yeah.
bless you all.
All right, thanks, everybody. See y'all later.
Like and subscribe,
Have
folks,
fun.
because this
Enjoy
can
your day.
happen all the
There's
time.
probably
Nobody
10
calls him
webinars.
today. Leave him alone. Let him enjoy his day. Yeah, relax.
That ain't happening. He's going to call me right after this. You know that. Right after this, he's going to call
Because
me.
it'll add to my day beating you in pool.
So that's where it ended. That was the big update from Ash today. It was basically the exact same thing that he said every other time, where he says, all those evil people trying to stop us from launching this company. How dare they? But don't worry, only God can stop us. And then he told us he had confirmation that God wouldn't do that. So I guess God sent him a letter that said, Dear Ash Mufareh, I will not stop you. I will just let you stop yourself. That's what it would say if that ever actually happened. So here we are. All that progress revealed by Ash, right? Right. And I am preparing because now everyone is probably clipping Ash's part of this and spreading it around and posting it on their channels. All like, Ash Mufareh made an appearance today and blah, 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 blah. He said so many powerful things. It was so empowering. Wow, amazing new update. And they're going to act like he came out here and announced that this thing was launching tomorrow. When really, it's a whole bunch of hoopla. There's a whole bunch of nothing. But I wanted to bring that to you as quick as I could because, like I said, it was this morning. It was at 9 a.m. Eastern this morning. And so we had to get that out here, you know? Just try to bring it to you as soon as I can. Mike Ellis, mind blowing yet again. Everyone's mind's going to be blowing. It's going to be so great. They'll be talking about it for a whole week now. Impotent massage. Yeah, impotent massage for all founders. That's right. That's right. Go get your impotent massages. So that's all I got for you guys today. We are going to be doing an MLM Monday tomorrow. That is going to be very, very important. Please come to it. It does involve on passive because Engineer Mike has signed up for something else. Oh my God, shocking. And so tomorrow we are going to start our deep dive on that. We're going to be talking about the CEO of the company. The company is a company called Vibe, spelled VYB, but it's supposed to be pronounced like Vibe. And it is run by a woman named Megan Lynch, who also goes by Legend. And I got into an argument with her during one of their big Zoom meetings. And she got very upset at me and then booted me out of the meeting. So we're going to talk about that because that wasn't very nice. I found that quite rude. And it will be great fun. We're going to dive into all of the scams that she and her twin sister, who is also in this, have been up to over the years. I think it will be quite fun. I'm hoping we can kind of spend a few Mondays going over it because there's a lot. There's a lot. And this is kind of like a female Ash Mufareh. There's failed MLMs in her past that she's started. It's honestly like the female Ash Mufareh. I've never seen anything like this. And I don't know. Maybe you haven't either. So come and hang out tomorrow for that. The stream is already set up. So I will see all of you then. Have a fabulous, amazing rest of your day. I know that the Recovering Hunba was going live today. Go and check that out. I had to go live right now. It was the only time I could. So be sure to go check that out if you haven't. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned to the community tab. And like always, we're in it to win it. I love all your faces. Mwah! Bye.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's the call.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or sighing or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was screaming at Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them all morning long. It's not the answer you want, but
Yeah.
only Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana. All right, no joke.
All right, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to crazy men talking about their experiences.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Have a great rest of your day, everyone. I'll see you Monday.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.